am here because I have a friend on Instagram who I've chatted with a few times or several times. It's been a good Instagram friendship for a while, and we're very supportive of each other. And he asked me, what are your thoughts on CICO, or calories in, calories out? Now, this is a funny question because in our circle, a lot of people ask this question just so they can figure out where you stand on the issue. Because there's some people, obviously, mostly those 50-50 plate people, the chef AJs, a lot of the vegan doctors, that kind of thing, they would say it's calories in, calories out. It's why weight loss works so well on a plant-based diet. But then you got a whole subset of people that would say you can't get fat on carb calories. And then they say it is like no matter what, like you could be eating a ton of carbs. As long as you keep your fat low, you're not going to get fat. Well, I'm here to say I don't think that's possible anymore. As much as I wanted that to be true, I don't think it's actually possible because I have seen people who have gotten fat on mostly carbs, and I will say they did it with a low fat as well. So it is possible. Might not be as easy for you to do. Maybe you're one of those special people who can get away with eating the high sugar, super low fat, and it's gonna make you trim because you just naturally know how to eat as much as you need to either lose weight or maintain your weight. However, I still think it's a product of calories in, calories out. So I still believe hormones play a role. I'm not saying that you can count all your calories that you've burned and count all the calories you consume and it's a magical, like, that's all you need is the equation. I don't believe in that. And I feel like a lot of people that accuse you of believing in CICO would say that. However, I just believe it's not possible to count how much you've burned and how much you've eaten. We don't know how much or how many calories are in a food. We don't know how many calories your body actually absorbed. Just as you may have run a marathon today, but you don't know how much your body has been relaxing the rest of the day just so you could recover because you did a lot of activity. So we also have hormones. Say you're stressed or you've got something going on with your thyroid, or the kind of calories you're eating actually affects how you burn them and absorb them as well. So yes, a lot of the things that people who say you can't get fat on carbs are also saying a lot of things I believe are true. However, I think it all just plays into it's part of calories in, calories out still. Just because we don't understand it doesn't mean it's not still a calorie equation. So I think if you are gaining weight, generally, unless it's a lot of water weight or you've got something super hormonal going on, but I still think it's calories ultimately. It's calories. It's calories. I also think a lot of people eat more than they think they can and will not gain weight. And as well as people need to eat less than they think to lose weight, assuming you want to see the scale drop regularly. There are the other people who adopt a plant-based diet who will slowly lose that weight over time because they don't even notice the ounce here or there every day, and you just lose 20 pounds over a year, which is actually quite fast, but nobody thinks of it that way. So it's still a calorie equation. Just because you didn't suffer doesn't mean it doesn't mean you're starving yourself, but it's still a calorie thing. So that's what my thoughts are on it. And it goes against what some people online will say. And I'm not going to say that I know that it's right, but after all these years of absorbing all the information, I wanted calories not to matter when it came to carbs. But ultimately, I think it really does, just based on what I've seen and kind of what I've experienced too. That's it. Also, have you ever noticed that if you talk like this, people would accuse you of being CICO and crazy, and they're going to say that you are starving yourself nuts and you're just going to blow up later on. Meanwhile, there's a whole world of non-vegans doing exactly this, and some might be suffering, some may not be. Some may have found that magical amount of food that they need to keep going all day while maintaining their body weight. But you've seen the bodybuilding world. They're building or they're losing. Rarely do you see a bunch of people just maintaining. But just because they do it doesn't mean that when plant-based people do it, I mean, it doesn't make you crazy. It doesn't mean you have an eating disorder, and it doesn't mean you don't have an eating disorder. Some people do. So I think there's a balance to be struck here, and you just have to figure it out for yourself. It's a lot of nuance, a lot of tweaking, and some people who have gone down that road, lost a ton of weight like I have in the past, and then you just decide, I'm done with this. And then I didn't blow up, but I did gain weight afterwards, and I was just done with the idea of diets for years. And now here I am. I've got a new mindset about it. I know that it's not evil, and I'm just going to use it as a tool as needed. If I don't feel like it's right for me in the moment, you stop. So not everybody's there mentally, but I'm just saying, just because you understand that it's calories in, calories out, doesn't mean that you are starving yourself and you are crazy. But I mean, I could be crazy too. Who knows? All right, I didn't think I'd be able to take or do another video. It's been a long day. Been with my kids doing the whole art camp thing, and then their social life right afterwards. So I was just deprived on water and food all day, it seemed like. And I'm just tired. I still have a lot of work to do before tomorrow when I do it all over again.